She wants a vedure. Let's pull up translate. So we give the authentic Italian experience here. Oh. For some reason it says it's Estonian.
Veste.
Why does it say veste? Whatever. Views? What the fuck is this? Visualizzazione? What the hell is happening? I'm losing my mind. She wants a vedure. Jotting it down, I realize I haven't taken drinks. What do you want for drinks? Cokes all around, thanks. The query strikes a spark. This is my moment. My time in the sun. I'm sorry. We don't have Coke. Is Pepsi fine? Oh yeah, because like when you sign on for like Coke or Pepsi, they can't like serve the competitor. Like they make a big fucking stink about it too. Oh my god, everyone loses their shit! Even Tana's like, I'm gonna hold my breath until you get me a Coke. Look at him. A cacophony of moans and complaints arise from the brood. It is a beautiful melody. Yeah, it'll be fine. Scurrying away before they change their minds, I head back for the... Oh, she's typing F's. F's in chat, everyone, for her. Coke! Back to the kitchen, barely dodging a thrown crayon whizzing past my head. Tina's the only one who looks long enough to actually be like impressed by coloring. The other ones look like they're in their teens minimum. So hey, Anon, was that right or not? Your look tells me all I need to know. Burgers and fries on the way. What else? Handing him the tickets, he starts zooming around the kitchen at breakneck speeds. Wow. It's impressive how well he handles everything in his old age. The acrobatic feats required to reach the uppermost shelf would put gymnasts to shame. The doorbell rings, signaling another customer entering. Gotta go. You better not keep him waiting. Then I had to take a phone call. That was anticlimactic. Strange, I don't remember your phone ringing. The penance stare threatens to tear me apart. I mean, I had to make a phone call. To Moe about the current situation in the marinara sauce. Marinara's not a place, Anon. No. Alright, here's what actually happened. I found myself in the freezer sitting on an oddly shaped black garbage bag that was laying on the floor. Tony put me in here to help me recover a bit. I've been sitting here for a while, so the cold was starting to get to me. Then Moe peeks his head in through the door. Hey, Anon, my boy, why is you hiding out in the freezer? Is this a place? I heard from Tony that you've been doing well, but you ran from the light rush. Sort of. So, yes. If you get the date, ain't no shame in it. I got other spots to put you in. You don't understand. Well, so how's about you tell me? Okay, so in comes this girl, and she orders lunch, okay? Mm-hmm. She's got big Oh, there's some dev commentary, excuse me. I missed the dev commentary. Don't use X-Align for the scene, throws off the rotation later. Now that I think about it, don't use X-Align. Why is it called PM Moe? It's because he's like tilted? Oh no, he's rotated. Man, I love this little... That's a pretty cute little song. Very mellow yellow. She's got huge boobs. I mean, some serious honkers. A real set of badonkers. What? Packing some Dobo honker. I know where this is from. Massive do-honk hab-honkaloos. And big old honker cougars. So she orders lunch and I take her order. Like a pro, my boy. Then her mom shows up. With even bigger bonkahonagahoogs. Hold on. I have the script here. Humongous hongolo-mung hongologa-hungus. Gee, and on Jesus, you was breaking the text box. Why are you pulling up the Pro CD skit? So that is why he's zoned out. Also, to clear up your story, you missed a detail. You didn't even take their orders, you just stood there staring at them. So I need to drag you away to the back rooms to take over at the counter. Are you this fucking weak, Anon, that you can't look at a lady with the big bazongas? How weak are you that a set of dobo honkaroos do this to you? A real man can look at some Tonahongara cougars and take it. Just saying, my man. Fang. What? Wait a minute. Since when do we use second person like this? Fang hits me in the back of the head with what feels like an extended version of Algebra 3. Fuck. Fang raises the punitory textbook once more. Well, I can't believe he died. Oh, I missed the text box. Excuse me. Don't go oogling at the girls. But girls... You know what I mean, dweeb. Oh, because it's other girls. You little snark. What was that about a black garbage bag? The bag? Ah, probably just some fresh produce. Tony brings in those deliveries all the time. Oh, yeah. Do you all want to join up for open mic night at Moses? Look, I just realized. That's where my dad went. That's where my dad went. Oh, yeah, do all you want to meet up for open mic night at Moses weekend? The gang looks at each other, locking eyes for a short moment before they nod in agreement. Radical. I'm always up for showing off our latest masterpieces. Yeah, well, we do need some new material, too. Let's get to work on putting together something during lunch tomorrow. Sounds good. Get settled. Well, it's about time to head off. Not to be a stickler, but I actually enjoy Jingo's class. We put away our trays as the gang starts juggling ideas for a new song before shuffling off to music class. I can feel my eyes growing tired once more. Being up and moving helps keep me awake. Only barely, though. Jingo hands us a worksheet and leaves us to pair up. Reed heads off to just barely finish it, so they can work on the first draft of the... Oh, because he's the songwriter, too. Fang feels some pity for my broken-down body and sticks by my side. Or maybe she's just feeling guilty for setting me up with Moe in the first place. A few more minutes of shut-eye while Fang takes care of her worksheets would be... Nuh-uh, you are not slaving your way through this shit. Okay, let's get down to business then. Also, there was the director's commentary when Anna got smacked down, which wasn't exactly the most nice thing to say. Okay, let's get down to business then. Actually, looking at the sheet, I start to realize Mozart really is a faggot. I mean, you are talking about a weird era in human history, so yes. The class goes by quickly, and afterwards on our walk to the school bus stop, Fang juggles some ideas on how to kickstart their performance with me. I try my best to give some advice. It mostly falls flat, but she politely nods and still entertains my ideas. Some of them, at least. We hug farewell at the bus stop before Fang runs off towards the NASCAR and I get on the bus. I fall asleep as soon as I come home. For some reason, ending 1 happens completely out of the blue. Real. My alarm pulls me back to the mortal coil. Holy shit, I've been out for 12 hours. I feel reborn. And I got a couple of missed texts from Fang. So I send back an I'm alive, but I fell asleep when I got home. shower, breakfast, clothes, shoes, and the self-defense utensil. Then I walked to the bus stop. Didn't Anon walk to school in Snoot Game? Like, explicitly so? Halfway through homeroom, I got a text from Fang. Hey, cue ball. Hey, Featherbrain. Want to meet on the roof during recess? Sure. Oh, the hole's already there, so we know the timeline. The roof is empty, save for us. Well, I mean, it'd be weird if it wasn't there. Some cigarette butts from the last people that were up here playing hokey are letting off the faint smell of cheap tobacco and tar. A light breeze and distant sounds of students loitering around the school's green areas. Nice backdrop. Fang and I finally finding a small window to spend some time away from the rest of the band is nice. Fang pulls out a pack of cigarettes, flicking it to shake out 2. And with one smooth motion, she nabs one with a snoot and reaches over the pack to me so that I can grab the other one. Wait, you had that trashy vape now, didn't you? The pack stops halfway. The outreach cigarette slowly retreats back to the safety of its brethren. No, I quit. Huh, you had that thing for a few days and you already quit. Told you so. Stop buying cheap shit from She Express. Moe help too. You can't take all the credit. Reaching out for the cig before it disappears into the crowd, I find it snatched away by Fang once more as my fingers were right about to snatch it. What happened? I sigh. Are you going to be like this today? Like what? A mischievous grin spreading out over her face. Like this. I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, what happened during your super cool and super healthy little gadget? Well, it was a normal night, right after closing. Wait a minute. That sign is normal, but the glass over there isn't. That's weird. Guess it's a window you're supposed to see from the other side, maybe? I like how rustic this feels, though. Very nice. Very nice. Well, it was a normal night, right after closing. Another great shift, well done, kid. Thanks, boss. You're really starting to shape up into something. I'm so proud of you. It's weird to hear it out loud. It was the last time someone told me they were ever proud of me. It was a long time ago. I'm sorry you should not be getting enough care, kid. Just remember, you're always welcome here now. Damn this mumbling. He's way more audible in this one. Or maybe Moe is more willing to call it out. Uncle Moe's going to be here. Now for a smoke break. Smoke break? I already took a vape earlier. Nah. A proper smoke break. None of them fancy machines you kids are using nowadays. You done good. So a little celebrating's due. Moe insists that we head into his office for a bit of rest and recreation. I thought R&R stood for rest and relaxation. Not like I can really do anything to resist the man that's at least 4 times as big as me. As I. The room is large. With all the stuff crammed in here, it can barely fit the 2 of us. A faint smell of cigar smoke and old books hangs over us like ghosts of bosses past. Wooden blinds cover the windows of the backyards, and portraits of pinstripe suit-wearing patriarchs from throughout the ages stare down at us. Moe offers me a seat in one of the larger leather armchairs as he opens a cabinet and pulls out a bottle of amber liquid and a pair of cigars. He pours it up in 2 matching glasses and sets it down between the 2 of us. Then he drops down into the armchair opposite mine. He then proceeds to use a knife he seems to pull out of nowhere to cut off the tips of the cigars. Okay, first and foremost, I thought you were going to comment on the fact that, like, a bit ago we had a second perspective thing going on, even though this game has been mostly the rest. Okay, so it really depends. In dating ones, I imagine it's pretty normal to have the main character be a stand-in because, like, half the fucking point is that you are, oh boy, I'm dating cute girls. But some take it a bit further. Like, in Angels with Scaly Wings, technically speaking, you are playing yourself, but you are a specific kind of version of yourself. You're not just you in high school or you at a job. It is you in the future with the magic portal trying to make diplomacy happen. Like, you have a bit more of a role in that than mostly. But it's not uncommon for things like this to take the first person and make him whatever. Even Slay the Princess goes with the you're whoever the fuck you want to be, realistically speaking. Although I think there's like a meta narrative about you. No, you're not really you. You're some whatever. The point is, it's fairly common for them to do that, and I think it's kind of lame because it sort of undercuts the capacity for characters to have more going on. Anon is a very specific person, though. Like, he's faceless because he's supposed to represent the 4chan community, and it's an anonymous community. Like, on 4chan, you generally are talking to people anonymously. So the idea is just that, is, he's nobody, and you can put yourself in his shoes, but he is a specific kind of person, and if you don't like 4chan's sense of humor and stuff, the connection can get made. So it's like, it depends. It depends. I mean, to be fair, that's always the case, because it's really hard to write a character that's not either horribly generic or shows some characteristics that you might not agree with. Oh. Oh. I'm a little tired. Just a smidge, though. So what wall break? Cut the tips off of the cigars. He puts one of the cigars into his... Oh, he actually did it. And pulls out a Zippo from his pocket, flicks it open with a click, and lights it. Me in real life feeling like I need to do this now. Me playing the game? I just kind of go with the vibes, I guess. I mean, when I was playing this, I was kind of aiming for the good ending because I knew there was a... it was kind of a very tainted one. The same goes for One and Gator. Very tainted. And other than that, the only other visual novel I've ever played is Angels with Scaly Wings. So... I have not developed any particular personality or characteristics yet. It's also why I kind of feel that, like, if you're going to do a story where the player is the person sitting behind the computer screen, you kind of shouldn't have bad endings, because bad endings don't work. Because if you want the player to be themselves, they need to have the space to philosophically explore themselves, instead of you going, you did it wrong, you idiot, you're an idiot, you failed. Because people don't make decisions to be fucking stupid. They make decisions because they believe in those decisions they make. So if you want the player to be themselves, you cannot have bad endings. You can't. All endings are valid. Because if you say anything else, they're not going to fucking play themselves. They're not going to be genuine. Just saying. This is me being angry about some conversations I've had that left me very frustrated because they fundamentally didn't understand the problem with the ludonarrative dissonance that was going on with what they were trying to do and how they were doing it. I'm just saying, in real life, you don't get a game over if you decide to fucking drop a nuke on New York. You just wake up tomorrow, congratulations, New York's nuked and you did it. No one might ever find out, but you still have to live with it. And maybe you felt you did a good thing. Maybe you did it for a good reason. But you don't get told, you got the bad ending, sorry buddy. Like, if it's a game and it's about, can you be this person the way they need to be? You are a king, the country's doing shit, you gotta do better. Like, in that situation, it becomes a fun puzzle. But if it's not a puzzle, if it's just asking the player what they would do, you don't do bad endings, because they are counter to the point. Anyway, he's having a nice cigar. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see that again. Nice. Taking a deep drag and savoring the taste, he lets out a puff of smoke that almost clouds the entire room. I pull out my pink bootleg high-cat vape pen, aiming to follow suit. Moe shakes his... he looks so disappointed in him. Moe shakes his head disapprovingly as he sees me taking it out. Kid, you better not be thinking on using that bubblegum flavored abomination in this here office. You would be disrespecting my ancestors. Sorry, boss. Actually, that thing ain't good for you anyhow with all them fake oils and cheap synthetics. Also, you're kind of literally burning plastics. Like, I don't know if that's good for your lungs to begin with. Like, tar at least is a little nature. Lightning fast, he snatches it from my hand and shreds it with the teeth before letting it fall into the garbage can. I can't imagine that's too healthy either, man. You probably have some gunky oil on your teeth now. That's cool. Only a month's earnings from scamming people on... I told you, it's not RuneScape, it's Run Escape. For fuck's sake. Finally someone gets it. Finally someone gets it. I need to post this at someone just to make him angry. Because I believe someone with that line. Oh, that poor guy. Run escape kind of sounds like you're running a keyboard macro because there's an escape key on it. It only hurts. I mean, you're poor, Anon. This probably is like if you're like Anon is implied to be poor enough that he would value like a month's earning of. Is he a real world Anon? Are you gold trading? Tusk, my man. What do you do, Anon? Are you a lure? Or are you a social engineer? Come on, tell me. Are you the girlfriend people buy? Or are you luring them into the willy? Or are you doing the drop thing? Are you jamming doors? Are you jamming doors? Are you jamming doors in Lumbridge? Oh, you sneaky little bastard. You sneaky little bastard. It only has a little. Moe picks up the other cigar, reaching... Like, Anon, how did you not read the room? He was offering you a fine cigar. How did you miss it? Here you go, fag. Actually, that's a... Well, true. That is true. I know it's a cigar. I'm calling ya. I'm calling ya fag. Now take it, light it up, pull a puff into your mouth, let it simmer, and then breathe it out. None of that deeper to your lungs you kids be doing nowadays. Ruining your bodies is all it will do. Huh. So he puts the smoke in his mouth on its tongue instead of putting it in his lungs, huh? I never even considered it. That's kind of neat. I learned something today. Great. Moe takes up his glass, curses, and then calls out for Tony. Oh, fuck, I forgot there's like a whole bunch of... Not as much dev commentary in this. Sad. We're not even halfway. A few drags later, the familiar face bears the door. Whoever does their art has a specific style to them. Tony, I need you to ice in on here. Tony starts to move his head over to the back of his pants, reaching for something as his eyes darken. Holy shit, Moe! You can't just use that word. Fuck. I forgot the ice for the whiskey. It's been a long day. Tony abandons his previous action and returns to his normal, cheerful expression. Right on it, boss. He was about to fucking shoot this man. Just blam. Listen, Tony, you don't have people killed in your office. There's blood on the fucking leather chair now. That takes so much to get out, if at all. As Tony shuffles away, Moe turns to me once more. So, how's your old thing with Lucy going? You two's getting along well? Well, we felt right, yet I'm not used to this stuff. You know, relationships. I really like her, them. Yeah, Lucy's a good lass, as good as they come. Moe takes a deep swig of whiskey and stares out into the ether. Has his cigar actually shifted around? That's neat. And stares out into the ether. Don't squander it, kid. They says it's better to love and lose than to never love at all. But losing love you could have held on, that leaves a bad taste in your mouth. As does the shitty whiskey, because I put my cigar ash in there. He drinks deep once more. So you better push yourself to be your best self, yeah. What does that even mean? I mean, boss. It means you only got a couple of months left of being kids that in that fancy high school before you get cast into the real world. You can't expect to be grown up just from graduating. It's a process. He stops, seemingly thinking deeply about something. There's a lot of deep stuff happening here. Tony shows up at the door. Not walks up to it. 1 second the doorway is empty, and the next he's there. Got you covered, boss. He returns with an ice tray and a pair of tongs. And drops 2 ice cubes in each of our glasses. Leaves as quickly as he came. He must have really practiced the art of being quick and silent. I never knew being a waiter required such skill. I love that Anon is just ignoring all the signs. That he's like surrounded by men. Similar to like Tony being acrobat. Now that the whiskey's properly... Anon fucking in like the deep state conspiracy, and he's like, what nice gentlemen are at this pizzeria. Look at these nice gentlemen just hanging out at a pizzeria. Is that the Speaker of the House? Yeah, sure is, Anon. I can't believe the kind of people you meet out in a humble pizzeria. Yeah, you never know who you meet out here, right? He's just fucking oblivious to all of it. Just like, man, he gave me a really nice tip. You see, Xenon, when you serve the customer well, they gives you a good tip. Yeah, I noticed. It was a really crisp bill, too. Smells kind of funny, though. Oh, that's just the endocrines. The what? Don't worry about it. The strong, biting taste immediately reminds me of the time I accidentally sipped Dad's glass way back when. But I stomach it, letting it swirl around in my stomach as it intermingles with the remaining flavor of the cigar. So how you like it? I cough to clear my throat, eliciting a smile from Moe. I mean, after the initial shock, it's quite nice. Ha! Puts hair on your chest, that's for sure. Then we talk about the business and how to handle it. He tells me a lot about neckties and their intimidating effects for some reason. Which is a bit odd, since I've never seen him wear any. I forgot what neckties are, but I do know they're a term in the criminal element. And the person hasn't responded to me calling him out on a run escape. No. Soon enough, we're approaching our third refill of whiskey. Slow down there, Anon. So, kid, how you handling yourself? What could have possibly happened to make you move out all the way here for the last semester? I don't really want to get into it. I got some garbage, eh? Well, then I'm trying to keep up. It's not a lot of dev commentary. I don't even know why I'm bothering, but whatever. Well, as I told you, Uncle Mo gonna be here for you. Everything you tell me will stay between the two of us. Not even a word to, Mo sighs, drooping in his chair a bit. You can't keep secrets from the one you love, you know. Being honest and upfront is how you build one of them proper relationships. Oh my god, they got some cute art! Oh, look at them! Although this does make the room seem more spacious than it is implied to be. I never said I loved Fang, but it felt right somehow. Might be the whiskey. Might be the talk of relationships and futures. Or it might just be more. Might be the fact you're smoking a fat cigar. It's probably the closest thing to love I've ever felt for someone 3D. I'll tell her someday. Don't let it linger for too long, you hear, kid? Yes, boss. That's my boy. Now I'll tell Uncle Mo what's bothering you. The whiskey loosens my lip, and I telling him about everything. Between inebriated slurring and explaining some Korean cooking for him lingo. Mo nods, taking it in and interjecting with a few comments every now and then. Soon enough, I don't even feel judged. It's comforting to let it out to someone, even if it's my boss.